Hello, everyone. This is Darcenovia here. Starting a little early. Well, maybe a little late, depending on what perspective you come from. I don't want to disrupt Falcone's stream, which is coming up in a few hours. So I'm starting the stream as early as possible. Now, before I move on and to talk about whatever I want to talk about, I got to address something because I investigated, something regarding Chris. And, well, I came to the conclusion, before I did this, that, if B-level or B-liberal screwed over, me, Ed Broden, and other people as well, should Chris be any different? So I asked the right people. Do what Mao in Practice and Contradiction, says, no investigation, no right to speak. I investigated and asked the right people on Chris, on what his beliefs are. And I was shocked. And I'm even more appalled than I already was. And I feel ashamed. Now, I personally still don't like Chris, but I don't think he deserved to be, for a rumor to be spread about him being a fascist and a white supremacist, because that was wrong. That was wrong of me to say that without actually knowing his politics. But B-level, like everything else, manipulated us against each other. He manipulated us against each other. He made a bad situation worse. Our hostilities towards each other would not have existed to the extent that they did if B-level did not do the stupid shit that he did. And Chris, I am sorry. I still don't like you, but I don't think you deserve that, man. You did not deserve to be slandered and have rumors spread about me. And I'm sorry for doing that. I really am. I don't think you deserved it. I really don't think anyone deserves to be slandered. B-level did this to everybody. And I know people are probably like yawning who don't care about this B-level drama, but B-level has screwed over a lot of people. He fucked a lot of people. And I know, even though I hate Kyle Phantom's guts, B-level should never have reached out to his girlfriend. And I know those of you who want to know, what are you talking about, Darcenovia? I feel like I didn't actually say enough in my video about Kyle's girlfriend, who's his fiance. I don't know if they're married. I don't pay attention to Kyle. So I'll just, give some context. The State of Star Wars, guys, when I was still part of State of Star Wars, B-level, was trying to, at least we thought he was, trying to de-escalate a situation. We thought one of the people, I'm not going to say their name because I don't want them to get involved, was Kyle. And there was a stream that we did that's private or whatever, or unlisted. I don't know where the stream is at now. He probably deleted it. Where General talked to what we thought was one of Kyle's accounts for hours. But then we found out that they were a different person. Now, after the fact, after General and Kyle confronted each other, Iron Inquisitor betrayed State of Star Wars. But B-level did something that nobody in the group wanted him to do. He reached out to Kyle's girlfriend again. And none of us wanted him to do that. And now that I think about it, if B-level is willing to lie about my character behind the scenes to Broden and Chris, and lie and basically set tensions between me and them for no good reason, who's to say he didn't do the same to Kyle Phantom? Who's to say he didn't do the same for Iron Inquisitor? Who's to say he didn't do that? I don't know. Because he said something that, I know the guys who, in State of Star Wars will not approve of me revealing certain things. But you know what? This has to do with B-Level. And if you're not willing to reveal it, then I'm going to have to. I don't have the screenshots. They do. So my words, all you have to go on. Because the State of Star Wars guys are not interested in this. So I'm just going to actually further clarify what happened. B-Level on multiple occasions lied, and Iron Inquisitor, I know you're listening to this. I know you're obsessed with me. You want to be pissed off? I'm going to reveal something that B-Level said to us. I know you were loyal to Kyle Phantom. You know what B-Level said? B-Level said you were through with Kyle, that you were on the verge of leaving Kyle. And we all believed it. But it turned out to be bullshit. Now, why am I saying this? Why am I saying this, guys? Because B-Level has lied about everything. About every fucking thing. If he's willing to lie to Chris about what I've said, or Broden what I've said, who's to say he wouldn't do the same thing to, his former associates with the State of Star Wars crew? He did it to them too. There is a single fucking group you could name that B-Level has not fucked with in one way or another. You fucking should. None of you should be surprised at this point. There's not a single group that B-Level has not fucked with. And you know what? When I think about it now, I think B-Level may have always been a grifter. I don't think politics is the only point he was a grifter. Back when he was doing just Star Wars content, I should have known the signs early on that he was a grifter for the Star Wars fandom. How much of the EU did he actually read? I find it very suspicious when someone who claims to be an EU fan has not even read the Thrawn trilogy at least once. I find that fucking suspicious. I really do. And if this is a B-Level stream, who fucking cares? I'm revealing some truths that have long been buried, and I'm just revealing stuff that I'm suspicious of. That I don't think B-Level was as much of a hardcore Star Wars fan as he claimed he was. If he's willing to lie about everything else, who is to say he wouldn't lie about his Star Wars credentials? And I'm not just spreading to some baseless theory about B-Level. Based on what he has done, in the past, 6 months, and based on what he's probably done before then, nothing would shock me that he would actually have done this sort of thing. Nothing. Because don't you find it a little suspicious how fast B-Level abandoned his Star Wars content when Ewoks Unhinged took off? Even though Star Wars was the main reason people watched his channel in the first place. Now, I'm not saying this, as a way, because I would sound like a hypocrite, because I've been doing more politics as time has gone on, but I haven't completely abandoned my roots, because most people who watch my channel, a lot of them come for my Star Wars content. And that's just something I have to accept. When Star Wars, lost its use to B-Level, he just acted more like a politician. That's what frickin' happened. B-Level just revealed that he just acts like a politician and not a real fucking person. And seriously, anyone that actually defends B-Level at this point should be fucking ashamed of themselves. Because what you're defending is doxing Net, who in turn got, his children got doxed. You're defending B-Level getting the Fandom Menace involved in stuff that isn't part of fucking, Communist Matters. Now they're involved because of B-Level. You're defending him slandering somebody, me, who is grieving for his mother. He lied about people fucking doing stuff they never did. he fucking intentionally sent people after me, and only for them to realize that they were being used. You're defending B-level using people, manipulating people, slandering people, doxing people. That's what you're defending, B-level fanboys. If you actually, think that B-level, what he did was justified, fuck you. Seriously. There's no justifying what B-level did. Even if I don't like some of these people I've talked about, there was no justifying this. Or fucking, okay, I hate Kyle Phantom, but he should have left him alone after that incident instead of fucking, messaging his girlfriend again. And I hate Kyle, but you know what? I wouldn't blame him in that instance for fucking getting pissed off. And here's the question. I will never know this. Would the hostilities between me and Kyle and Iron have happened in the first place if B-level didn't do his bullshit, manipulate us all? He's manipulated every fucking person. And no, I'm not going to reach out to Kyle and Iron because I have no desire to. But who's to say he did not manipulate them? That's why the tensions between us were like they were. Because Kyle, he fed something into their heads or fed something into my head. Who's to say that Kyle said the things about me that he said behind my back in 2019? Yeah, this is private stuff. This isn't public. Who's to say that he didn't say that? Who's to say he didn't say anything else? Who's to say that? Who's to say that he said something completely different and B-level was just feeding me something that would have hurt me? Who's to say B-level would not have done that? I don't know. I will never know. Unless Kyle Phantom comes out himself and says, reveals everything that him and B-level talked about, I will never know. Because I don't know what happened behind the scenes. And you know what? It's probably for the best that I don't know. Because maybe it is true, maybe it's not. But considering what I've been seeing for the past few months about a B-level, nothing would shock me that B-level would have done that. Would have purposely get me to hate Kyle knowing that. I will not reveal why, I was angry at Kyle because that's private information. But to think that, B-level could have lied about that, I mean, the signs were there from the very start that there was something off about B-level, and I didn't see it. I was fucking blind. No matter how bad Kyle is, nothing compares to what B-level did. Kyle Phantom did not actually send people after me and use people and actually cause tension between two people that did not need to happen. You know what? I don't like Chris, but that tension between me and him, was it really necessary? No. If B-level didn't do the shit that he didn't make a bad situation worse, you know what? Maybe at best, me and Chris would have tolerated each other. That'd be the best case scenario. Whatever thing I have against Chris, I don't care anymore. Because most of that in the first place was because of B-level constantly, feeding me information, showing the worst sides of Chris. That's the thing. He showed me the worst sides of Chris rather than actually get me and Chris to talk as human beings. Now that I think about it, I should have tried to reach out to Chris and talk to him one-on-one instead of doing the shit that we did that he did, because this didn't need to happen. If Chris was much closer to me politically, then why did we need to fucking go be angry at each other and be at each other's throats? It's because of B-level that fucking did this. He knew we didn't really like each other that much, so he took advantage of both of us. Said something, who knows? He probably said something about me to Chris in his ear, and then he said something to Chris in my ear. Because he knew we didn't like each other. Until it came to a boiling point where now, you know what? Maybe I will one of these days show up on a stream and apologize to Chris's face. Who knows? If he's willing to do that, I would gladly do that. Because it's the right thing to do. It's not because it's convenient. A real man apologizes when they've made a mistake. And you know what? Chris has done it. Broden has done it. They're more of a man than you are, Kyle. Kyle. Sorry, they're more of a man than you are, B-Level, because they've admitted that they made a mistake. In fact, you can say what you want about Iron and Kyle. You're just like them. You're exactly like them. They never apologize for what they've done to people that they've wronged. Well, you're the exact same way. You have no right to be angry at Kyle or hate both of them. You should be actually, you know what? Why not just join them? Why not just go in their fucking group and fucking, do your fucking thing, plot against, all your enemies, because that's all you're fucking good at. You're just like them. There's no difference between you and fucking, Antokushi, freaking, fucking Kyle Iron. You know what? I'll just say this. Ray Blitz is a better human being than you are. Ray Blitz. And Ray Blitz is, confused, maybe a little confused, and may say some stupid shit. But you know what? Ray Blitz is a better human being than you are. Because Ray Blitz, doesn't go around attacking people. He has some cringe takes, and he may, start fights over the stupidest things. But is Ray Blitz malicious? Does he send fucking people after another person or say something about another person behind their back? No. It's like, I cannot believe I'm saying some positive things about people I don't even like. I can't even believe that. I cannot believe I'm fucking doing this. I cannot believe this. And you know what? I'm pretty sure Kyle, Iron, I know you're watching this. I'm pretty sure you guys are having a fucking field day with me doing this. I'm pretty sure you are. But you know what? I don't like you. But you didn't deserve what B-Level did to you. And you know what? If you want to reveal more information about B-Level, go ahead. Do it. I don't care. I'd support you. If you want to help take down B-Level, I would support you doing that. And yeah, I know you're listening. Don't fucking pretend you're not. Go ahead, do that. Expose B-Level. It's the perfect time to do so. You have all the weapons that you have. If you were smart enough to screenshot everything, you could destroy B-Level too. Boroman is a better fucking human being than B-Level, because at least Boroman doesn't hide that he's a fucking piece of shit. At least Boroman, is honest. And here's the thing. You know what I respect? More than anything? You know what I value out of people? Respect and honesty. B-Level has none of these things. He has none of these things. B-Level, wants to act like he's this nice guy, oh, he can do no wrong. A nice guy does not do what he did to me, to Chris, to my former State of Star Wars, guys. You don't do that. You don't fucking do that. And I know that, General, I know you're watching this. You don't appreciate me talking about what happened with State of Star Wars, but you know what? You don't want to be involved personally with this drama, and I could respect you not want to be part of it. So you could, continue doing what you want. If you're willing to provide the screenshots, and I could do that for you, but you're not willing to do that either. So whatever, I respect that. But you guys deserve for me to fucking completely do this, because if you guys are not doing it, then I'll do it on your behalf. Unfortunately, I don't have the screenshots to prove what B-Level did with the State of Star Wars crew, because they have the screenshots, not me. Unless they're willing to provide them to me, I cannot do anything. I cannot show you anything. But this is another way I'm trying to make amends with them. Yes, that is the stream. And no, I will never make that public, because that stream was an embarrassment. And if I have to be honest here, I will not make an embarrassing stream like that public because it was embarrassing on everybody. And none of us deserve to have something that embarrassing to be public. Nobody. So I assure you, Chris, and Mac, that will never be public. That stream is an embarrassment. Isn't this funny, guys, how by B-Level doing this, every single person, even people that don't like me, are, they either have been proven right about B-Level or their reputations have been redeemed because of this. B-Level, what you have done has basically united pretty much every person who has values against you. The only reason people fucking watch your fucking channel at this point is for the guest. They don't watch it for you. They don't watch it for you. And it's really sad because some of the guests you have are not bad people. I mean, I can't imagine how embarrassing that this would be for Luna Oi, who actually does do actual content and doesn't fucking attack other YouTubers. Because that's what Ewoks Unhinged has become at this point. It's attacking other YouTubers. It's starting feuds. It's like that's all B-Level has always fucking been about. He's never been about anything else. And you know what? I'm going to make a call for this. Since you abandoned this, Star Wars, abandon the Star Wars imagery as well. Abandon the name Ewoks. You have no right to use those. If you don't produce any Star Wars content of any kind, then you don't deserve to have Star Wars imagery whatsoever. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. You've used Star Wars to gain a foothold, and then when you didn't need to do it anymore, you threw it aside. But you're using the imagery of Ewoks. You're appropriating something without actually using it. And you know what? I'm just going to say this. I don't care if you are a communist. If you fucking do, if you have a Star Wars imagery and you don't do Star Wars content, then you're just appropriating, the imagery of Star Wars. Maybe we'll just call it this stream, the fuck be liberal stream, because I think that's what we'll call it. Let's change the name. It's misleading at this point. No, no. Let's see. I don't care because he deserves it. He deserves it. He really does deserve it. He does not deserve anything else but to be called be liberal. He is liberal. B-Level, he's nothing but a liberal. That's what he is. He's no fucking communist. He's no fucking, he's no Star Wars fan. He's a fucking fake. The very fact that he fucking would do the stuff that he did to a person that was grieving. No, and freaking lying about, everything he's done. It is really disgusting, honestly. I just don't understand. Maybe because I, am not just some, person that, looks at things from a one-dimensional perspective. B-Level makes people that he criticizes out to be idiots. B-Level, manipulates people. They're at their lowest point. B-Level takes advantage of people that are, not in the best mental state. There is nothing about B-Level that's redeemable. Nothing. There's nothing about him that's redeemable. It is painful for me because B-level, because I had, faith in B-level. I actually, thought B-level, was something different from when the typical, dipshit that you would see on the internet. But he's not. He's no different. He is no different. He is your stereotypical fucking internet communist. It's fucking. It's a shame of how much time I wasted. The only good thing that came out of fucking being associated with B-level was, I probably would have never have, contact with Jason if it weren't for that. I at least managed to be able to talk to people that I never would have been able to talk about thanks to Ewoks Unhinged. But Ewoks Unhinged lost what made it special when the Star Wars content was abandoned, when we didn't talk about Star Wars anymore. I'm not going to lie, I didn't, think, maybe we should drop Star Wars to focus on things that matter. Not going to lie and say I didn't have something to do with it. But the fact of the matter is, Ewoks Unhinged was something that was different from other Star Wars related channels at the time. It was using Star Wars, communism with Star Wars imagery. That's what, got people into Ewoks Unhinged. It wasn't, this bullshit that the channel has become, stuff that the channel is doing now. It was the Star Wars related imagery and sliced bread. That is what put Ewoks Unhinged on the map. It wasn't fucking, and I'm just saying this as someone that is a communist. It wasn't the communism. It wasn't the politics. It was Star Wars mixed with leftism. It was something you did not see before, and it has not been seen since. Yeah, he did. He fucking did. The very fact that he would fucking say that fucking Net was a fucking predator is fucking disgusting. Speaking of which, B-level lied about the cadres in Arizona, making it out that they were gonna kill Broden, Mac, and Chris, and that was bullshit. That was bullshit. That was bullshit. It was bullshit. But of course, B-level had a fucking beef with fucking Net for some goddamn reason. I will never know why. Probably because he's a Jew, and it was uncomfortable with me being close to a Jew and talking to a Jew, and he was looking for a way to undermine that by making every people in Arizona out to be fucking psychotic, bloodthirsty, freaking killers. I don't fucking know what his fucking logic was. And Chris and Broden, they all found out eventually that B-level was fucking full of shit. That they had nothing to worry about from those people. Yeah, he is. Yeah. I'm not an active cadre either. But you know what? I value the people that do on-the-ground work over fucking a bunch of, internet LARPers that like to pretend they're communists. Oh, look at me. I'm fucking doing a stream about some fucking long dead fucking communists rather than actually talk about something that was important. Rather than talk about the Derek Chauvin fucking trial, the results, I do something like that. I'm going to let you in on a secret, Attack of the Menace. There's a lot of people that actually lost interest in Unhinged as soon as I left because they saw me as the soul of Ewoks. Once I left, people lost interest. And to think that what I know of B-level behind the scenes, to think that I am the rational one, even though I'm fucking ranting and raving like a lunatic right now, I'm the rational one compared to B-level. I'm the rational one. To think that I thought that B-level, I was so insecure about myself that I thought B-level was more articulate than me. He was more smarter than me. That I felt uncomfortable and insecure when other people were at the presence and on these streams at times, because I felt out of my depth. That was my inner insecurity. It wasn't until I started doing streams on my own where I started to gain confidence in myself, where I could actually talk for a long period of time. And even though this isn't a large audience that's watching me, I can at least get this many people to watch me by myself. Can you say the same for B-level? Can B-level do a fucking long stream of it just being him on the mic for a long period of time? Can he do that? No, he needs a guest to get him to do that, because B-level is incapable of attracting people, because B-level is fucking fake. People don't want to fucking hear some guy talk about some freaking alienating language, and I'm saying this as a communist. People want to hear a human being. They don't want to hear a fucking communist talk. They want to hear a human being. And I'm not saying communists are not human beings, but in the eyes of the average person, if we really are going to reach the masses, whatever that means, I'm just saying the masses because it's a vague term in my opinion, because who I'll talk about that maybe later. If we really want to reach the masses, then how the fuck are we going to reach the masses by talking like some labor aristocrat and telling people, no, you can't say that. You can't say it in that way. You have to be careful how you say this. Oh, you cannot say this. You cannot say that. It's like, I couldn't, when I was associated with B-level, I had to fucking change thumbnails because he was some liberal shit. It's like, essentially, oh, we have to be on, really careful, what we say. It's like, no, we don't have to, be careful. As long as we're not saying anything racist or sexist, we should say whatever the fuck we want and however we fucking want. I mean, it's like B-level, he just treats fucking people that are lumpenized, people that are poor, like they're fucking morons. Like they need the guidance of, the upper middle class men. We don't fucking need your guidance. We don't need some guidance from some fucking middle class fuck that has never actually lived on a shoestring. When I was a teenager, when I was in high school, none of you would think this is possible. I lived on $50 a month of food. My mother fed me, my brother, my father, and my older brother, and 2 dogs on $50 a month. Yeah, B-level, I know you're watching this. My mom fed that many fucking mouths with fucking $50 a month on food. She fucking did that. You'd have never experienced fucking poverty. You never fucking have. You don't know what it's like to live in poverty, B-level. You fucking don't. You think, when you think of poor people, you have a different fucking image altogether. Yeah, I may have a better house now than I did 2 years ago, but that doesn't change the fact that fucking, I know what it's like to be poor. I know what it's like to live in poverty. I know what it's like to fucking live in some shitty fucking house. You don't. You don't know anything what it's like. Yeah, I know. That's what's fucking sick. He calls someone a predator, and despite his actions endangering someone's child. Well, okay, the problem with him doing it is he should not have done it in the fucking first place. He should have left well enough alone. Everybody in the fucking server of State of Star Wars did not want him to do that, but he did it anyway. That's another reason why, you know, the State of Star Wars guys can't stand B-Level, because B-Level did so much shit to screw them over. You know, he did some impulsive shit. I don't know if any of you remember the Simp Wars stream. I know Broden can tell you all about it. You know, B-Level was doing that against everybody. I'm not saying I didn't do it as well. Against the advice of everyone, and everyone told him, and that's how it was shut down, because everyone in Exile and State of Star Wars didn't want him to do that. Yeah. Now, there's a lot more I probably could list, but I cannot remember everything that happened because there's so much, and I don't have the screenshots because the State of Star Wars guys do, and they don't want to get involved. So I cannot. If you ask me for evidence, I don't have the physical pictures. They do. Yeah. Oh boy. I got something to show you guys. Because because, you know, I got to expose this one, because there's no way I'm not going to expose this. You know what, B-Level? Fuck you, tough shit. I'm exposing, you know, what you've said. That could be interpreted as condescending. I will expose it. I will expose it right now. Just give me a second, guys. You should have never have fucked with me, B-Level. You should have never have fucked with me. Because now I'm exposing shit that you said. Okay. I'm going to show you a conversation me and B-Level had, you know, last month, before this falling out happened, to give you further context. Now, excuse me if I mispronounce, you know, words or I screw up. I'm not good at reading out loud, so I'm just going to show you the screenshots. And everybody here, you want to, yeah, B-Level, you should have not have fucked with me. Now, before we get to this, I'm just going to zoom up completely so you guys can see this. All right. Now, I'm going to be reading this out loud. The date of this exchange was May 10th, 2021. Hey, man. Okay, this was back when Jason was talking about how I was correct on the Settler streams, you know, Settler's book. I'm just giving further context for those who don't know. And B-Level was not happy with the second, you know, video, thinking that, you know, he was being slandered. But I will read the whole response. I'm just giving you full context. Hey, man, I'm not going to come at you with anger or anything, but that latest Jason video I was unhappy with, because I felt a bunch of my points were greatly misrepresented, especially about populism, which I had called out on multiple occasions in 2021. Nope, false, bullshit. Where's the evidence for that, B-Level? Bullshit. But I'll continue. I don't get you. I get that you don't like your points being represented in your comment system, but now I've had multiple videos being relayed to me, and to me. Oh, that's funny. He had no issue misrepresenting me to people that had no idea what was going on and started a feud that didn't need to happen in the first place. Oh, how cute, B-Level. How fucking cute. Anyway, I'll continue. And I wasn't even ever calling out your original video, and I can't. And that can be damaging to people. And that can be damaging when people don't watch my content, only hear stuff second hand. Yeah, that's cute. You had no issues slandering other people, based on this very thing you were talking about. Bullshit. Anyways, I can make a clarification video about populism, but that's frustrating because people that keep up on my content know where I stand in 2021. So, dude, of the other videos made, just sets me back on content. I should have been making in that space about more important issues. That's what that's what drama. What the fuck? That's what drama holds back. I think he meant why. That's why drama holds back left too. No, B level. That's not what you didn't do that. And you know what? Most people, you can't expect people to keep up with everything that you do because those who actually used to watch you don't give a shit what you have to say. They watched Ewoks Unhinged for the other takes, not just a bunch of people circle jerking each other. That's not what people fucking do. People don't fucking give a shit about that. You don't need to understand how humans think. Anyway, I'm going to finish the whole thing. Anyways, I can make a clarification video about populism, but that's frustrating because people that keep... Oh, wait, damn it. Oh, God. Wait, he typed that twice. Jesus. And, of course, I responded. Had you kept Noah under control in the first place, this could have been avoided. I made him my successor to Unhinged because he was a better fit for you than I was at that point. I warned you I would do the video on settlers ahead of time. You should have known this would have happened. You should not have encouraged and enabled Noah's chauvinistic bullshit and calling everybody that was not an ML and Ultra. This would have happened regardless if I did the video settlers video or not. I did not start this drama. All I wanted was a conversation on the book. A good, honest conversation where people and understand where people come from and why they embrace the book Settlers and its conclusions. Jason's not at fault for this either. He was giving his own take about my take. Jason defended me. Jason defended me. Same thing with Falcone. While Noah was talking chauvinistic nonsense. Now, to give further context about this. I'm sorry, guys. Giving further context. B-level, Jason was telling B-level to keep Noah under control because Noah was pissing off many people, and many people actually saw Noah as my successor, as the new co-host, and B-level was denying this. You could see it's a glimpse of the kind of bullshit I had to deal with B-level behind the scenes. B-level, he's not the co-host. While people are saying this, I named him my successor. Though everybody knows that. Yeah, but he's not the co-host. He has his own channel dropping soon. Where is the channel? Doesn't matter. I still named him my successor. Me. Oh yeah, but I'm the showrunner and I make the decisions that you weren't going to be replaced with anyone. I'd rather just I'd rather just bring on guests for topics that suit them best. That is not what happened, B-level. That is not what happened. And of course, I countered. I made him my successor. Everybody knows this. You may not see it that way, but everyone else does. Who's everyone? The Ewoks, the Ewoks Unhinged audience doesn't. Oh, this is when B-level started getting hostile towards me, by the way. And this is when B-level basically talks down to me. And this is going to piss people off who even more those who know B-level. Those who watched the video where I named him my successor, me, B-level. Yeah, but that's not everyone. Those are your fans. I don't expect you to, but if you're going to make those claims, you have to be keeping up with what's going on in Ewoks. There's a lot of people. Your fans saw it too. Get off your high. Of course, sorry, I got to read this again. Sorry. Like I said, I'm not good at reading stuff out loud. B-level. Yeah, but that's not everyone. Those are your fans. I don't expect you to, but if you're going to make those claims, have you been keeping up who's been coming on Ewoks? There's a lot of people. B-level that actually expects people to keep up with Ewoks, especially me, that I have other shit to do besides doing this nonsense. It's like, okay, B-level, You may not think that was your co-host, but he acts like your co-host. You fucking suck each other off on Twitter. You actually, there isn't a single place I can think of where you and Noah are not together. Me and you used to do that. Now I'm gonna read my response to that arrogant fucking comment. Your fans saw it too. Get off your high horse. Stop acting arrogant, because that's what I've been seeing from you lately. Context. B-Level was acting arrogant more and more. And I think anybody that actually, has watched Ewoks Unhinged saw a shift with B-Level at that point. They saw him becoming more and more arrogant. That, he acts more and more like what you see currently. What you're seeing here, if you can see it, is B-Level acting like a condescending prick. This is when me and B-Level, we started, getting hostile towards each other. This is the point. Now I'm just going to read some comments just to keep up. Yeah, fuck. He's such a disgrace. Anyway, welcome aboard, Broden. Yeah, fucking liberal. Okay, I don't think we should be throwing the word fascist, so loosely, Falcone. Yeah, exactly. And okay, I'm not going to be arrogant or anything, but if it weren't for Caleb Mothin, Jason, Danky Kang, Fellow Traveler, me, and those in the Star Wars community that actually helped build Ewoks Unhinged, it would have never got to that point. And as I said this earlier, B-Level should fucking abandon the Star Wars imagery because he's no fan of Star Wars. If he's gonna fucking use Star Wars imagery in a communistic manner, fuck you. If you're not gonna continue doing Star Wars content or keep to the spirit of Star Wars, you don't deserve it. Oh God. Yes, he did. I forgot. Broden did too, guys. Broden helped build Ewoks Unhinged as well. He did as well. And B-Level fucking ignores all of us. He thinks he built it single-handedly. He thinks he built it single-handedly. He probably is. And you know what? Every single one of us helped build Unhinged. It wasn't just freaking him. And it's foolish to say one YouTuber is the reason the channel exists. Everybody contributes to some extent. Ewoks Unhinged was something that people liked because it was something different. Whether people saw it because it was something, finally some, a left-leaning Star Wars channel. Those who are leftists, who just want to just watch some Star Wars content, they fucking got stabbed in the back by B-Level because he just suddenly fucking started doing stuff that people did not care about completely. I know, I'm more political than I was like a few years ago. And I can understand that people don't want to always be exposed to politics. And I'm not saying you cannot do both. I'm trying to do both, and it's hard. But B-Level thinks, I'll just use these people to do what I really want to do. If B-Level was really serious about building a movement, he wouldn't be fucking stuck on the internet. Yeah, exactly. It's like, you can't fucking, ignore what fucking other people have done. And if B-Level openly goes to war with Jason, Caleb will drop him like a fucking rock. Now, I gotta read these other responses. Now I'm gonna reread my comment again to give further context. Your fans saw it too. Get off your high horse. Stop acting arrogant, because that's what I've been seeing from you lately. B level. Yeah, but they also the content after. Shut up. Okay, have you guys noticed something that B level seems to be really pissed off right now? Because he didn't even finish that sentence. Yeah, but they also saw all the content after. Shut up, man. I'm seriously sick of your crap. I told you I was starting a new role at work this week, and you've been stressing me out with your crap. Stressing you out, B level. Seriously, man. You're stressing out because people do not agree with your takes. You said you wanted to connect with an old friend. Do that. That friend, by the way, does not want to be known, so I will not give further clarification. I offered you to connect with Noah if you wanted to talk, and you said no. Then your camp starts making videos about it to get me to connect you two. That's what I'm mad about. If you want to talk with him, then fine. I offered that a week ago. Context. Jason and everyone wanted me to talk to Noah because there was tensions. And at that time, I was reluctant to talk to him because I didn't trust Noah. And one thing I will tell you, though, is I'm pretty sure Broden can clarify this. When you're talking to B-level and he's pissed off, he types... he doesn't respond to you right away, and because he's responding to somebody else as well. B-level always does this, and it took him a while to respond to me at these instances. And I responded, "It's not my camp's fault. You're not going to put this on me." "Yes, I am. You know that, man. I don't control what they do." My response, "We need to settle this live." B-level, "We need to do a struggle session." My response, "I don't think you are ready for such a thing right now. You need to cool off first before we do such a thing." B-level, "Okay, well, you can see why I'm mad. You said you didn't want to be misrepresented because of some comments left on your video. I get videos about me that misrepresent my points." What videos, B-level? What fucking videos? You mean Jason giving you constructive criticism? You mean that? Stop acting like such a fucking beta fucking baby. Seriously. It's like, this is why fucking communists aren't taken seriously, B-level. When you fucking, like, when you get one criticism, you fucking cry like a little bitch. It's like, people don't respect that. People respect strength. People don't want to fucking see people fucking crying like a fucking crybaby. It's like, Jesus, man. Okay, I know I'm just commenting on stuff after the fact, but I can't help myself. Then, of course, I responded by saying, you have every right to defend yourself, B-level, if you feel like you're being misrepresented. Do a response if you want, instead of complaining about it to me. Of course, I was gonna type that would be more productive, but B-level's typing so fast that he wasn't giving me a chance to respond. Well, I'm not mad at Jason because you obviously ranted to him instead of making my offer to Noah. Yes, you are. You were mad at Jason, B-level. Come on, don't bullshit me. That was bullshit. And of course, I typed that would be more productive. And he said, "Screw you, man." I mean, it's like, my response, I'm trying to be reasonable, B-level. Honestly, I'm not going to continue this at this time. You're not acting rationally. Of course, that was the end of it, and this was the start of me actually muting B-level on Discord because I didn't want to constantly go back and forth with him. Now, I'm going to highlight Broden's comments because just to give some clarification for people, because people deserve to know the truth. Doesn't shock me at all, Broden. Doesn't shock me at all. Yeah. He is a sociopath. Worse than Kyle Phantom in every fucking way. At least Kyle Phantom, Kyle Phantom doesn't care about this drama. And you know what? At least Kyle, he may be a weirdo. At least he he focused on stuff he actually, cares about. B level, it's just the lowest of the low. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. What reason did we have to go against each other? There was no reason for us to be enemies. There was no reason for us to actually be at each other's throats. We had the same kind of enemies, and he fucking did it anyway. I wouldn't be surprised if B-Level got some sick fucking... He got off by this sick shit, because B-Level doesn't... when he sees people going against each other, he gets off of it on something. I don't fucking know. I will never know. We were all fucking played. We were all fucking played. You're right, Broden. We were all fucking played. Okay, Bipolar Chris. I've not... Okay, when I really think about it, I don't think he's probably a bad guy. I think Chris, his heart's in the right place, but me and B-Level took advantage of both of our worst traits and twisted it so we would be against each other. If me and Chris probably talked one-on-one, we wouldn't be have been enemies at all if B-Level did not do that. But unfortunately, yeah. But I am man enough to admit that I did something wrong with Chris because I was not rational at that time when B-Level did, when he set Chris and Mac after me. I wasn't rational. So I saw enemies everywhere. I did not know who my friends were. So I said some shit impulsively without actually thinking about it. Well, I am sorry to Chris. That was wrong. What I did, it was wrong. Yeah. Now, of course, I'm going to read this response. I didn't read this response until later, actually. So first I'm going to look up when I responded. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm going to read B-Level's rest of his response. If you want to be reasonable, get Jason to take down his latest video where he called me the faces of leftist populism, from taking me to off air. That's not something I agree with. I said multiple podcasts this year. The reason I don't get to do a full podcast on it because it was something I wanted to get, socialism for all for. But people don't watch my content where I stand on that issue. Well, you know what? Maybe you should have done a short video clarifying, but no, you don't do that. Because you expect people like your typical, people like Vosh, you expect people to watch every one of your videos. Sorry, most people don't have time for that. Most people, when they watch you, they watch the part stuff that interests them, and they don't watch the rest of it. To continue, my issue is that what you're pushing, you think it's cool to waste airtime on drama videos instead of doing productive content. I barely had time to make videos that is. When I do, I want to cover stuff that actually matter. There was nothing to stop B-Level from doing what he wants to do. B-Level's full of shit. He's just trying to manipulate me to make me feel guilty. It didn't. Anyone who fucking has any sort of fucking sense knows that this is fucking bullshit. But thanks for bringing this crap on me in Asian History Month. I wanted to enjoy it instead of putting up with all this racist crap from your camp. Yeah, B-Level was pulling the ID poll card, by the way. Okay, I cooled down a bit. I talked to Jason and clarified Noah isn't my co-host, and he reports to CPUSA, not me. So that's taken care of. I don't blame Jason for trying to mediate things, but I prefer if I offer you to mediate, you take an offer instead of letting it spill out to wider YouTube sphere. Me, I'm not responsible for this. Stop blaming this on me. I want a simple conversation about a book, nothing more, nothing less. I warned you ahead of time I'd be doing this. I'd be doing a video about it. And you still blame me. Until you cool down completely, I don't think either one of us is ready to talk. This will be my last message to you at this time. Of course, this is the schedule that B-Level showed me, just to give you further context. to prove that Noah is not the co-host, he sent this to me to try to, disprove what people were saying. Here's host the Ewok schedule for this month. You want proof Noah is not the co-host. That still doesn't prove that that people didn't consider that. It's not proof. Then there's B-level. Let's focus on content for the rest of the month. Okay, this is nothing interests me. I'm just, hey man, I mentioned, can we connect with June before that? I wanted to say thanks for promoting the Palestinian stream. I really appreciate that, how important this topic is. Now, this was at a point where I was trying not to, be hostile to B-level because we needed time apart from each other. We barely, exchange conversations of each other at this point. Now, here's what I've said, regarding the Palestine. I'll just read B-levels for, first. Hey, man, I know I mentioned we could reconnect in June, but before that, I wanted to say thanks for promoting the Palestinian scene. Really appreciate that, how important this topic is. Take care, man. Whatever our difference is or grievance are at the moment, it's important we promote anti-imperial struggles. What's going on in Palestine needs to be talked about regardless of what our difference lie. The more people that talk about it, the more the message will be spread. That's the biggest concern at this time. Not our differences. Anyway, good luck. Stay safe. Now, this was the last probably friendly message I had to B-level, I guess you could say. Not friendly, but anyway. Now, first, I'm going to be giving context to this message I gave to B-level, because not everyone knows what I'm about to talk about. You guys remember the Wowist video? Remember that? The Wowist video that B-level did? Basically shitting on Maoists, anarchists, and third worldists, and anyone that basically disagrees with them regarding the book Settlers, and put Paul Morin in the thumbnail, or is that another video? I don't know. It doesn't make a difference. Anyway, that video is what made me unsubscribe to Ewoks Unhinged. Yes, that video is the video that made me unsub, because B-level, this sectarian bullshit is what he was accusing me of doing in December. This is what's fucking bullshit. Yeah, well, we'll discuss that later. I'm just trying to keep up with all these comments here. Okay. Now I've explained what the Wowist video is. I do not want to share it, because if you've seen it, you know what the context is. I'm just explaining it for those who don't know. Those who do not know about the Wowist, video, type Ewoks Unhinged, Wowist, watch it, and you'll get the full context for those who are not familiar with that. Now, I was pissed at B-level, and I confronted him about that video. That video you did was the most disingenuous thing I've ever seen you do. Is this what Ewoks has become? That video you did was sickening. That video was full of straw manning, lies. The complete disrespect to Dead Man Animations was sickening. You have pretty much enabled the chauvinistic members of your audience to have free reign and do whatever they want. Is this what you want, B-level? This is the most disingenuous thing I've ever seen from you. This is the level of dishonesty I would expect from a liberal or a fascist, not from a Marxist. I actually thought you were better than this. I'm disappointed. I really am. You really are acting like a liberal. B-level sends a screenshot. Now, for those of you who don't know, he sent a screenshot regarding a stream that he was doing that day. I can't read that because it's too small. Don't be mad, man. Be at peace. It will make sense in time. Yeah, he was trying to basically... he was essentially trying to get me to calm down. And, yeah, of course, there's more stuff that he tried to get on my good side. Like, this was, for those of you, this unless he deleted this, pause the video if you're watching this when this is not live, and you could read the full thing for yourself, assuming you can read it. Then again, I'll zoom on this. Oh crap! I'm gonna have to. Okay. So for those of you who if you're watching this, after the fact, pause the video, read the whole, post, because this is something he was trying to send to me, because this is when I was starting to ignore Ewoks Unhinged. I went out of my way to, ignore Chris. Not ignore Chris, ignore, B-level. Because I barely talked to him at this point. And for those of you who don't know about this, I'm just giving you a chance to read it. Now, I'm just going to assume you've read it, so let's continue. He was sending me this to try to calm me down, and here's a response. I also hope this statement makes it clear that there has a sorry for those who haven't been keeping up with the channel since you left. And that's the problem with B-level. He doesn't realize why people liked Ewoks Unhinged. He is so out of touch with reality that he doesn't realize people liked, the fact that Ewoks was accepting towards, not just Marxist-Leninists, but Maoists, anarchists, even those on the center left or the center right that are disenfranchised and do not like where, America's going, or Canada. I'm just going by the North American context. And they are those who, from other parts of the world, that actually appreciate the honesty from Ewoks Unhinged, even if they don't completely agree with, the takes of B-level and me. That's the reason they came to Ewoks Unhinged. They didn't came for this stupid ML fucking echo chamber. That is not the reason why people watch Ewoks Unhinged. And here's the thing. B-level goes against even Marxism-Leninism. Basic Marxism-Leninism B-level goes against. He does not understand fucking basic why people liked Ewoks Unhinged, what made it appealing. And I'm sorry, if you don't understand your audience, and this goes for anybody here, you deserve the backlash. If you don't understand your audience, then you are a moron, because your audience makes your channel, not you. Your audience does. And if you are ignoring your audience, what they want, I'm not saying you have to do everything they want, but if you don't understand why they're pissed off at you, then you deserve the backlash. No, it's not. The thing is, when people hear Wowist, people are like, what the fuck are you talking about? Synthetic left, there is something that people will like, okay, he's referring to like people like BreadTube. That's what fucking he's referring to. You're gonna have to go from the very beginning, or if you want to give full context of the stream, I'm exposing B-level's his final DM messages I've had with him. Oh yeah, Broden is right. I'm gonna keep this on. I'm keeping this because people should see it. Yeah, he is the synthetic left, Broden. He clearly is. Now I'm gonna continue where I left off. This is my response to B-level's BS. I love how you completely ignore what I said. I don't got time for this. I have better things to do than to go back and forth. I'm focusing on my studies. Context for studies. I'm I know I'm not qualified, in my opinion, to be talking about some of the subjects I'm talking about, like Marxism, Leninism, Maoism, Third Worldism, and I have to brush up on theory and history. That's what I was, referring to, that I'm trying to focus on learning, actually becoming a better Marxist, because it doesn't do you any good if you don't sharpen what you believe. If you read the book once, and to do what Mao would do, say, just be someone that quotes stuff from books without understanding the context. I was trying not to be that kind of communist. Now, B level. That's the best thing I can offer. I said I will do a call above. You got to be honest, man. You've been really closed off the last while. My door's always been open. Of course, my response. I'm not going to be back and forth with someone who argues in bad faith. The sectarian garbage that you're pushing now is something I will not get behind. I don't support Ewoks Unhinged because of that. It has become a liberal, chauvinistic channel. I've said my piece. I will say no more. B-level's response. Trying to synthesize Marxism with anarchism and democratism is literally liberalism. Yeah. By the way, he said, and I repeat myself, trying to synthesize Marxism with anarchism and democratism is literally liberalism. No, that is not what it is. That is not what it is. B-level does not understand struggle unity. You're not going to gang fucking support from the masses. And I'm going to say this, most leftists in America are fucking anarchists. You're not going to gang their support by fucking acting like a chauvinistic brick. If you prove to me what Ewoks is liberal, I'll hear you out. But a lot of this seems like name calling without a solid argument. I'm fine to back up my points in actual conversation, man. You have nothing to back up your points, B-level. You had nothing. You're basically saying that the Demarchists, are fucking liberal. You see where I'm coming from? B-level is a fucking anti-Semite. He's had a thing against fucking Demarchists since I contacted Net. And I'm pretty sure he had something against, Jews for long before I contacted Net. And he was freaked out that I was talking to Net. You know what? B-level, Net's not a communist, and he fucking knows communism better than you. How does that feel, to know that he's a better ML than you, despite not being an ML? My response. Your attack was clearly on anarchist, third worldist, Maoist. You think I'm stupid? I can read between the lines, B-level. I'm not stupid like you think I am. B-level is trying to say that I basically trying to claim he wasn't attacking, anarchist, third worldist, Maoist like he said he was, and he clearly was. It's like saying those lines that are going to be taught on the political education streams. Quit insulting my intelligence. B-level. I just confirmed what you said of how am I lying. Also, anarchism isn't a variation deviation of Marxism. It's its own tradition outside of Marxism. Jesus Christ. Okay, this is when I started calling out B-level for treating Marxism like a religion. Jesus Christ, you're treating Marxism like it's a religion. It's a science, not a religion. You're treating it like it's the gospel. Which, there's evidence to support this. I mean, considering what he said about Nicholson straying away from the path, which sounds like a religious fanatic when it comes to freaking, a religion. B-level was treating Marxism, Leninism like it's a religion. And then here's another response by B-level. I would say that the inverse of the situations are here between us, but maybe that's something we could talk about on a call. I might take the entire summer off, go deeper on dialectic, actually. It's something that takes a long time, actually, to really master. Upholding a principle line equals dogmatism. And it certainly isn't what chauvinism means. And, of course, my response to that, you clearly called an indigenous person a chauvinist. I'm not going to say anymore because I don't trust you. Who knows who you're communicating with? I'm done here. By the way, context for Falcone. For those who don't know, Falcone did videos called They're Not Your Friends, and he did one on Cuba and North Korea. Falcone could clarify this further. And B-level was slandering Falcone, not even calling her by name, basically calling her an anti-communist because she did those videos. That's the context here. Of course, this is B-Level's response. When was that? Or you talk about Nicholson being a national Bolshevik. By the way, B-Level, this is the first time I've read this because I basically stopped talking to B-Level. This is the first time I've known about this. But here's the thing. What was that about? Are you talking about Nicholson being a national Bolshevik? I made peace with that and identify many kids are doing an outlet for Brown Hour as a response to radical liberalism of the white middle class synthetic left. I've talked with that language on my stream with you know that kid. Anyway, there's nothing more to read. Anyway, B-Level again was trying to blame a Nicholson for everything, of course, because B-Level fucking is B-Level, and he fucking has to fucking, oh my god, look at me, I'm B-Level. I'm gonna fucking blame a Nicholson who actually was innocent in this whole situation. Yeah, a Nicholson. You know what's okay? I have respect in Nicholson, and the fact that B-Level was blaming him again, it's like, what the fuck? B-Level was self-projection. Oh wow, is this some bullshit that B-Level made up? B-Level is fucking, I don't even know what to call B-Level. He's like, holy shit. Now, that was the final conversation me and B-Level had. That was the final conversation, honestly. There's others I can name, but we did not get into this intense debate like we did. I just had to show you the final one. Yeah, he did. I know. It doesn't surprise me. It does not surprise me. It does not surprise me that B-Level would fucking do this. It doesn't surprise me at all. Nothing shocks me at this point that B-Level would do what he did. Yeah. B-Level calls someone else an anti-Semite, despite the fact he is anti-Damarcus, fucking had an irrational fear of Net, probably because he was a Jew, saying that Jewish problems are niche and they're not as important as other struggles. I'm not fucking kidding you when I say that. Yeah, we all were used by B-Level. All of us, every single one of us were used by B-Level. This fucking fuck, thinks he could like go around, use people, and fucking not expect consequences. I mean, fucking Christ almighty. I don't like ranting about somebody for this long or even fucking talking about them for this long, but fucking B-Level fucked us all. He really has fucked us all. He delayed plans for people because they don't fucking feel safe because of B-Level existence. And if Caleb Maupin doesn't drop B-Level, he's going to lose. Whatever little respect I have for Caleb will be completely gone because you don't fucking support somebody that does this shit. You don't fucking do that. And it's all fucking public now. You can't fucking hide it anymore. There's some stuff I would reveal to you guys, but I don't have the screenshots because the State of Star Wars guys have them and they don't want anything to do with this drama. So I can't get the screenshots from them. But there's more. There's fucking more. Anybody that's been fucked by B-Level, speak out. Speak out. I don't care who you fucking are. Speak out. Okay? Speak out. I don't fucking care. You could be I don't care if you're somebody that was a fan of Menacer, that fucking, that doesn't agree with everything that they do. If B-Level's fucked you over, fucking speak out. Fucking speak out. Don't fucking, hide. Speak out. B-Level is the enemy of the fucking people. There is no reason anybody at this point should not speak out against B-Level. Ray Flitz, you've been fucked over by B-Level. Speak out against him. I don't like you. Speak out. Kyle, I know you don't like me, and I don't fucking like you. Speak out. Fucking speak out. Iron Inquisitor. Fucking B-levels fucked you over. Speak out. Speak out. I know the State of Star Wars crew doesn't want to do it, but I implore you to speak out too. Every fucking person should speak out against B-level. Everyone. Because B-level needs to be exposed for the fucker that he truly is. The fucking fraud that he is. The elitist that he is. The fucking fascist that he is. B-level is scum. Fuck B-level. Denounce B-level. Denounce B-level. Denounce B-level. Denounce B-level and denounce B-level. That's all I have to say. Denounce B-level.